The camera's lens, a tired eye in the gloom, flickered to life. A young woman named Mia held it, her breath a visible plume in the cold air. She walked through a forest that seemed to have forgotten the color green. They called this place Whispering Hollow. Her voice narrated, tired and hoarse. Locals avoided. They say things. Het lost Ari people. Memories. Sanity. She stopped, the camera settling on a small, makeshift memorial, few faded ribbons tied to a gnarled tree. A weathered teddy bear, half buried in the leaves. My sister, Lily, Mia continued, her voice softening with pain. She came here, said she felt a pull. A week later, they found her car, abandoned. No trace of her. Not a single scent for the dogs. Mia forced a weak smile, her eyes hollow. But I feel it too now. That pull. And I need to know. For Lily. For me. As she moved deeper, the light seemed to dim unnaturally, and the camera's signal glitched for a split second. A cold, unsettling feeling settled in her gut. She started noticing small, impossible things. A carved wooden bird on the ground that looked out of place. Faces in the bark of trees that seemed to stare back at her. The wind began to whisper, a sound like dry leaves skittering, but more human. I keep hearing things, she whispered to herself, the camera shaking in her hand. Just out of reach, like someone's calling my name. The whispers grew louder, a multi-layered chorus of forgotten voices. They wove in and out of her thoughts until she couldn't tell if they were outside or inside her head. Frantic, she called out, Lily, is that you? Are you here? She saw a flicker of movement, something tall and slender, just beyond her vision. She tried to zoom in, but the image blurred and it was gone. The dread in her eyes grew with every step. Her feet led her to a small, clear patch of ground. In the center lay a small, ancient-looking wooden box, carved with strange, swirling symbols. It was an impossible object in this desolate place. Mesmerized, she knelt and opened it. Inside, there was nothing but a deep, inky blackness that seemed to absorb the light. It wasn't empty, she would later say in a ghostly voiceover. It was full of void. A pale, skeletal hand shot out from the blackness, not touching her, but hovering inches from her face. A sharp, high-pitched inhale sounded, and the whispers around her suddenly went silent, replaced by a deep, throbbing hum. She stumbled backward, dropping the camera. It landed facing the sky, capturing only the bare branches above. From behind the trees, a tall, gaunt figure slowly rose. Its form was thin, almost translucent, shimmering like heat haze. It had no face, only two enormous, sunken eye sockets that seemed to draw in the light. From its entire being emanated a constant, humming drone. The creature glided toward Mia, who lay on the ground, paralyzed by terror. As its hands hovered over her, the camera's image distorted. Her form began to shimmer, her colors to fade. The whispers returned, but this time they were fragmented, fading cries. Our childhood, ... Mom's laugh, ... Who am I? The monster's eye sockets glowed with a faint, internal light, consuming the memories as they were ripped from her. The terror in Mia's eyes was replaced by a vacant, empty stare. The creature released her and glided back into the trees, disappearing as if it was never there. Mia slowly, mechanically, got to her feet. She looked at the wooden bird on the ground, but her eyes held no recognition. She was just an empty vessel, a lost doll, without purpose, without memory. She slowly turned and walked away from the camera, deeper into the empty forest, a soul consumed. A story untold. The camera remained on the ground, recording the silence she left behind.